Awesome. So next one, we're gonna go through our barbell back squat. So we're gonna talk about the setup. So for the setup here, we're gonna make sure when he grabs onto the bar, he's grabbing onto the bar about thumb distance away from the knurling. Once his hands are even, once he steps under the bar, he's going to be able to get his head right between the middle of his hands. We wanna make sure the bar is not gonna be offset on him. Talking about the elbow position, so when we're under the bar, we don't want to hold the bar here. If you don't have great shoulder mobility, you can widen out your hands, but the goal is to get that elbow parallel to the floor, not letting those elbows set up back here. So once we've found the right grip width for us, we're gonna make sure that our elbows are under the bar. Shoulder blades are gonna pinch together and shrug up against the bar. We're gonna just be creating a pad for that bar to rest on. So we're gonna be using our upper traps to set the bar on. So that's gonna be like our pad for the bar. So next one, going through the descent. So once we've got our setup, we've got the bar on the back, we're gonna set up our squat with stance. So find out whatever stance is gonna be comfortable for you. Ideally on a back squat, we're gonna probably want a little bit of a wider stance. When we start the descent, we're gonna want to initiate the first phase of the movement with our hips shooting back just a little bit. Make sure that that bar doesn't tip too far over the front of the foot. So you wanna keep that bar balanced over the ball of the foot. Hips are gonna shoot back. And then we're going to sit down and back, allowing the knees to bend, squatting to whatever depth you are comfortable with. Once we get to the end, then we're gonna start our ascent. Awesome. So after we perform the descent of the barbell back squat, we're gonna be performing the ascent. So once he's in that bottom position, as we come up, he's just gonna reverse the same way that he went down. So as he drives forward, he's gonna focus on extending the knees and pushing the hips forward while maintaining that nice neutral spine that he's created. So we're gonna make sure we're not locking the legs out first or straightening out our back first. They kind of happen at the same time. So as my knees lock out, my hips are gonna lock out at the same time, and I'm gonna finish in that start position.
Ready?
So for the bar path of the squat, we're gonna make sure that we keep that torso leaning forward a little bit, almost like we're hinging forward a tad bit. It's gonna differ. This is gonna be a little different than the front squat. The front squat, we're gonna be a little bit more vertical in our torso. For the barbell back squat, because that bars or that weight is placed on our back, we're gonna have to initiate with the hips before we initiate with the knees. So next one, after we've executed the movement of the barbell back squat, we're just gonna go over safety protocols to make sure that you perform this safely. All right, so as he's going to be going through the ascent to the back squat, if he gets in trouble and that bar starts to bow him forward, I'm gonna be utilizing under his armpits, hands on the shoulders, and helping him be a little bit more upright so that bar doesn't bow him forward, to making sure that he's maintaining a good alignment through his spine to make sure you can execute the lift safely. So if you have a partner, this is how we're gonna be spotting somebody on a barbell back squat. Awesome. So talking about the barbell back squat, we're gonna be utilizing the safety arms. So how we're gonna adjust these guys, hold on to the black portion as we pull out the silver portion. And then you're gonna adjust it to whatever height you're gonna be at. So make sure you can still get full depth, but maybe you're a couple inches shy of that bar touching those safety bars. Just to make sure if you are performing this exercise without a spotter, you're still gonna be able to get out of this safely and not cause any injury.